About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.
Hello everybody, hope you're all well. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. I am back with a vlog today, and I probably should say buongiorno everybody, because today's vlog is coming to you from Rome. So it's my first time here in the capital of Italy, and I'm very excited to be here. I've already been here for a few days, so I'll be inserting lots of clips along the way as I talk to you. I booked this trip through BA Holidays. You know that I've travelled with them lots before, and I highly recommend them. What I tend to do is, if I've got a few days free where there's some time to go away, I have a look on a section of their website called the Holiday Finder. It's a bit hard to find, but basically if you go on to, I think it's Explore, and then find the tab that says Holiday Finder. That's a great way to find some deals, because you essentially put in your dates that you can go away or the month you want to go away, and it comes up with like loads of different options. So Rome was coming up reasonable and perfect for the amount of nights that I was looking for, so Rome it was, and it worked out at £410 per person. So I'm away for a few days with my partner. You could do it cheaper. I think I saw deals for as low as, I think it was £189 per person. So it depends on things like when you fly and also what hotel you stay in as well. So we flew out on Bank Holiday Monday. It's the end of the school holiday, so I wasn't sure how it was going to be. Typically I would prefer to go away in September, but it was the last bank holiday in August, and it was actually fine flying out. It seemed to be that people were probably coming home. That's what they said as we were checking in. The flight was really nice, really pleasant. Just took hand luggage on this trip, and in fact everything that I'm wearing on this trip throughout this holiday is all second-hand stuff. So I made it my mission to just pack second-hand clothing. I thought it'd be quite interesting to see if I could put all my outfits together from the charity shop. Even the bag that I packed was second-hand. It was an eBay purchase. I'll show you some of my outfits as we go. So first things first, I thought we would jump into a quick room tour so I can show you what the hotel room we're staying in is like. We're staying in a hotel called the Hotel Canada, and it's really close to a metro stop, and it's around half an hour's walk from the Trevi Fountain. It's a family-run hotel. I had a little look on TripAdvisor and the reviews were really good. It's been really comfortable. It seems to be in a perfect location. It's right by a metro stop as well, so you've got transport links right next to it. So highly recommend the hotel. Let's have a little look around the room. So from the lift we go into the room. I'm staying in 212 in case you're interested. Keys you need to slot in, and you also need to hand them into reception when you leave the hotel. And going into the room we have this lovely area here which has two chairs as you come in, which is so lovely and welcoming. Just see the bags are on there, and a mirror, a beautiful lamp, and a couple of lamps up there. We also have a map here, and then going through into the main room we have this archway which leads us through into the main space. We have a luggage rack here, and then a desk area with a phone and a lamp and a couple of prints above it. And then look at this bed. It has a tapestry hanging above it, and it's a huge bed actually. USB chargers, which is really handy, and this is old school. We have a CD player. Amazing. I used to bring CDs on holiday, but it's been a while since I packed them. And you may be wondering where the safe is. Well, let's take a look behind this picture. Ta-da! Does it fit a laptop? Ooh, probably not, but great that it's hidden behind this picture. Love that. The floor is tiled, and then the sofa in front of the bed. We have a wardrobe here, reminds me of Narnia. Let's have a little look in here. Very nice indeed. Plenty of hangers and the usual hotel pieces. Oh, there's a mirror in there as well. Hello. And we have some spare bedding too. What a lovely wardrobe. And then going round, yeah, I love this chaise longue that they've got at the end of the bed here. And there's the bed again. And then we have a television above this chest of drawers here. And we have a kettle as well. I didn't know that we'd have a kettle here. That's quite rare sometimes, isn't it, when you're in Europe? But yeah, a kettle with tea and coffee, a couple of glasses there, and the television. And then we have windows. There's two in the room. There's one here, which overlooks the side street. You can see down there, there's a little pizzeria and a hotel across the road. And then moving round to the other window, I think this is the front of the hotel. And yeah, there's the sign down there. and you can see right the way down the street. How fabulous. So yeah, that's the room. And onto the bathroom, which is lovely. It has a full-sized bath with a shower and a really big sink as well, and plenty of products in here too. Lovely stuff. So yeah, that's the room. I absolutely love the safe behind the picture. How cool is that? Excuse my wet hair, by the way. After a day of sightseeing, I've just been in the shower before we head out for some dinner. But yeah, the first evening involved dinner out. The food here, of course, is amazing. Lots of delicious pizza and pasta. And then we took a stroll to the Trevi Fountain, which is one of the most famous sites here, isn't it? So I was really keen to see that. And the atmosphere was really nice there in the evening. It was still very busy. I've heard that it's just busy there all the time, basically, even if you get up really early to go and get your Instagram shots, whatever you want to do there. But yes, very, very nice there. And also we witnessed a proposal, which was really sweet. We just went for a little wander around at night time around that area, and it's just a nice place to kind of mooch around. There's lots of kind of knick-knack shops and fridge magnets for sale and that kind of thing, so you can just have a nice explore. So the deal with British Airways was just for the flights and also the hotel, so breakfast wasn't included, but you can have breakfast at the hotel for €9 per person. There's also a tourist tax of €4 per day that you need to pay the hotel. So let's jump into some vlog footage from day one, and we're starting at the famous Spanish Steps. So in front of me are the famous Spanish Steps. These were built between 1723 and 1726. They're one of the very popular attractions here. As you can see, there's lots of people taking photographs. Let's go and take a look inside the church. By this tree, I'm not sure what these things are that are growing from it. They look kind of like giant runner beans. So this is the largest park in Rome. It's absolutely beautiful, and I've just walked through it and come to the Galleria Borghese. I'm going to go and have a look inside. This beautiful building. Completely sold out. I have heard that you do need to book a lot of things in advance in Rome, and I think the next available tickets were in 2 days' time in the evening. So yeah, definitely book ahead if you do want to go inside anywhere. There are fountains everywhere here, and I believe that this is drinking water. Tastes good. And if you want to drink from this, don't put your face under there, just cover up the tap, and there you go. And at the other side of the park is the National Museum of Modern Art. And from the front here, we've got a good view of the steps. You can see this artwork. It says "Born to Set It Right." And look at all the lions. Some pallet crates too. I don't know if you can see, but these pallets spell out the word peace. And this tells you a bit about the lines at the front of the museum if you want to pause this and have a read. So we've come inside for a look around the National Museum of Modern Art, and it's lovely and cool in here to get out of the hot weather, because it's probably about 32 degrees outside, which is a lot less than it's been in London recently, but it feels a lot hotter here, so it's really nice to come in here and cool down, take a look at some of the artwork. That was a lovely place to look around. Highly recommend you visit there if you get the opportunity to. It was €10 to get in, and just at the side of the gallery there is a lovely restaurant and cafe area where you can sit outside and enjoy a bite to eat or a drink. I've just wandered down into the city, and this is the Piazza del Popolo. 20 to 5 in the afternoon and it is still absolutely boiling. I definitely recommend maybe trying to come here off season if you can. I think as we go into September, October, that would be lovely. There are so many beautiful little side streets in Rome. Look at this, all the lovely plants. This street is parallel to the main shopping street and it is lovely and quiet and peaceful. It reminds me a little bit of some of the streets near to Oxford Street where you just want to get a little bit away from the crowds and the busy shops, just come where a little bit calmer. It's also nice and cool as well because it's completely sheltered from the sun. Made it back to the Spanish Steps where we started this morning. So we took the subway there, which was pretty straightforward, and I would recommend doing if you've got quite a distance to cover, because especially when it's this warm, it's probably nice just to take the underground. Now that it's a little bit later, it's starting to get a little bit more pleasant temperature-wise to walk around. So yeah, it might be a walk back to the hotel. Of course the route back to the hotel would be back up the Spanish Steps. Of course it would. Here we go again, round 2. Wouldn't be one of my travel vlogs if you weren't going up a few hills and staircases now, would it? Just spotted over there a rather nice little terrace, somewhere you could have a drink right by the steps. Looks lovely. Let's go for a quick look inside this basilica. It is absolutely huge in here. It's hard to show you the scale of it on camera, but yeah, it's massive. Just about to head out for the evening and I just thought I would show you what I'm wearing. So as I say, everything that I've packed is second hand, and this shirt is River Island, £3.50 if I remember correctly. I'm not sure, it'll be in a previous charity shop haul. Then I've got these chinos that were also from the charity shop. These are originally from Massimo Dutti, and then I'm just wearing some Primark sandals. It's still really warm outside, so yeah, short sleeved shirt is perfect for this evening. But now I think it's time to investigate some pizza or pasta. There's some really nice dinner options just a stone's throw away from the hotel. This one was a recommendation from the hotel, which included a free glass of Prosecco, as we were recommended by the hotel. But also there was one next door to it that was completely empty, but I had a little look on TripAdvisor and the reviews are really good. So that's where we will be going this evening. Let's jump into some footage from today now, and first stop was a trip to the Coliseum. You can take the metro there for €1.50 per person. So it's the second full day here, and first stop is the Coliseum. It's 3 stops on the metro from the hotel, and when you come out of the metro station, it is the first thing you see. It's smack bang in front of you. Wow. Just take a look at this. Incredible. So entry to the Coliseum starts at €16, which includes entry to the Coliseum without access to the arena. The full experience rate is €22, but you can get a really good look around just by walking around the edge, because there's like a whole area where you can explore. So all of this area is free to wander around. It's hard to describe the scale of this. I'm just imagining it being built. It is incredible. I mean, look at the size of some of these stones. Absolutely massive. You a better idea of the scale, one of these arches and the people inside, so you can see just how big it is, and there's so many of these. Just taking a wander along to the Roman Forum, and with everything that's still here you can really get an idea of how it would have been all those years ago. Look at the detail on this stone. you walk along the road outside the Coliseum and just go up a little bit, you get a really good view down into the Roman Forum. Stumbled across this big queue and everybody is waiting to put their hand in the mouth here. I'm wondering how many hands this mouth has had in it over the years. We'll cross the river now and see if we can find a nice spot for a bite to eat. Wow, look at this building. Food's just arrived, we've got some delicious pizza. So this area is called Trastevere, and here is the card in case you're interested in the restaurant. Pizza and Aperol Spritz has left me wanting a nap, but it's time to explore some of the streets in this beautiful neighbourhood. Spied this, which looks like a good offer. They've got a menu of the day and you get your choice of first courses, nice pastas, second courses, and then you get dessert, a glass of house wine and some mineral water for 20 euros. And I think it's this restaurant here, Fidelio. Or you can get a spritz and some snacks for 8 euros. Looks lovely. This is such a lovely area. It's just a lot quieter over here. It feels a bit cooler getting away from the city. Maybe it's because we're by the river. There's a bit of a breeze now, and yeah, it's just really lovely to wander around these little side streets, little piazzas, and take it all in at a slightly slower pace. I think this would be a great place to come for dinner one evening if you were in the city. This street here is called Via della Lungarata. Been delighted to see everywhere here that fridge magnets are just €1. What a bargain. So I think definitely be taking one home. So we've crossed the river and we've come up the hill to a very famous keyhole, so we're just waiting in line to have a look through it. I actually have no idea what is on the other side of the door. I'm guessing it's a garden. I feel like it's a little bit like the secret garden. We'll find out shortly. The queue's gone down a bit. Well, I was really struggling to get the camera to focus and to get the exposure right. Apologies if you couldn't really see that. You might have to Google image it. But yes, an amazing little view straight the way through the keyhole. And yeah, something very special to end the day with. Just along a bit from the keyhole is this garden where we can also get a view over there of what we saw through the keyhole. So I'll show you it in reality now. There we go. So that is what we were looking at. And through the keyhole it looks so much closer. But here you can see it's really far in the distance. That brings us up to this evening, so I'm just getting ready to head out. We're going to try the pizza place that was next door to the one we ate at last night, which was empty last night, and I could see the owners sitting outside, but I had a look on TripAdvisor and it had really good recommendations, so I think we're going to head there for some pasta, probably. Had some pizza at lunchtime. So yes, looking forward to dinner tonight, and then tomorrow it's time to fly home. Quick outfit of the evening. I'm wearing this t-shirt that is by COS, that you may have seen in a recent charity shop haul. The belt is Gucci from eBay, and then I've got these Massimo Dutti chinos on. These are Ralph Lauren, and I've had them for years and years and years. Probably 10 years old now. They're kind of canvas, like espadrille style, but really small to pack, so they're handy for holidays because they're kind of like a little bit smarter to go out in, but not full formal shoe. And yeah, they pack really nicely, they go completely flat. The wallet that I'm using is my Louis Vuitton. I think that was from Vestiaire Collective, I think it's called. Second hand again. And then I've been using this Reese backpack, which was a charity shop purchase. I've actually packed really, really light on this holiday because I was just bringing the hold-all. I wanted it to be not too heavy at the airport, so I was very, very particular in terms of what I brought away and what things I could probably get away with not packing. For example, I thought I probably don't really need a pair of formal shoes for the evenings, so that freed up some space. I wore the bulky trainers to the airport, so there was nothing too heavy in there. Went very minimal on the products that I brought with me, so just a bit of sunscreen, kind of deodorant, the absolute basics, and contact lens solution, that sort of thing, but nothing much in the way of that. And then no jacket, I just bought a shirt. Actually, let me just show you the clothes quickly. I packed this Ralph Lauren overshirt that you will have seen recently if you watched my charity shop haul, and I also packed this for the evenings. It's been too warm to wear it, but I would have definitely worn it, say, this evening. So yeah, it might be handy for the flight home. And then this Zara shirt I wore on the flight out and would be good to wear during the day if I fancied it, but I haven't because, as I say, it's been really warm, so I've just been sticking to t-shirts. And then this River Island shirt, which was nice and lightweight to pack, that I wore out last night. I wore this Zara t-shirt yesterday. Again, this was from the charity shop. I think this was just a couple of pounds. And I've been wearing these shorts during the daytime. These are Zara shorts that I picked up in the trade sale. I did have this cap with me, which isn't secondhand, but I do recommend that you bring a hat or a cap if you're coming here in the summertime because, yeah, it's so hot outside that you kind of want that extra bit of protection. And in terms of footwear, the Primark sliders, sandals I've had forever. I just thought they'd be useful to pack, quite small, and I wore those out last night. And then these are the Adidas trainers that I picked up at the charity shop. And a few of you commented saying that these are retailing at around £90, so I got a real bargain with these. I think they were 25. My glasses case is Valentino that came from a thrift market in Vicenza. I think some of you might have been watching my vlogs back then, so you may remember that trip. And that is everything that I packed. Let me know in the comments, are you an overpacker or an underpacker? I'm imagining most of you will be an overpacker as opposed to an underpacker. Not many of us ever underpack, do we? We always think we're going to need something else. But I've really been trying to strip it down over the years, so to speak, and yeah, I think I'm getting there. I think I'm almost at a point where I do wear every single item on a trip. The other thing you can do, of course, when you travel somewhere hot like this is to wash things in the hotel bathroom, can't you? So I did actually wash out one of the t-shirts that I flew out in to wear on the flight home again, because I thought it was really comfortable to wear on the flight. So I've given that a wash and hung it on the little washing line that goes over the bath, and it dried in no time. So that's a little tip for you. Don't forget you can always wash things when you're away, especially if you're traveling somewhere hot. Oh, and just while I remember, you didn't have to wear a mask on the flight out, but you did have to wear a mask on the train in Rome to get you from the airport to the city centre. So when you check if you're travelling somewhere abroad, although it might say that you don't need a mask to enter the country as in to fly in, you still might well need one on their local public transport, so it's worth checking that, or just bring a mask with you so you've got the option. So let me show you the restaurants we've eaten at so far, starting with this one on the first night, this pizzeria. I think it's just called Bar Pizzeria. Oh no, Trossi? I'm not sure. It's right on the corner. And then carrying on down, we have Strada Romana, which is where we ate last night. Then next door to that is the one I'm keen to try tonight, which is called Ristorante Miss Grilled. That's there. It's a bit busier here tonight, which is good to see. Last night we were sat at that table here at the other restaurant, so don't go too far. So from what I read on TripAdvisor, this place is run by a couple who do all the cooking, all the serving, everything. It's really just nice to spend some time sitting here, people watching, and enjoying a glass of rosé. Cheers. You can smell the garlic on this bruschetta. Tomatoes look delicious. Main's just arrived. We've got spaghetti with cheese and pepper, carbonara, spaghetti with bacon and tomato sauce. Dinner was delicious. I definitely recommend, if you're staying in Rome and you're in this area, definitely come down to Miss Grilled for some delicious, authentic Italian home cooking. is the outside of the hotel at night time. Back at the hotel. The hotel has a fabulous lobby area with lots of nice little areas to sit. It also has an outdoor terrace as well, just like a little courtyard out the back. And there's plenty of books here. If you want to read something, you can help yourself to a book. And you know I like myself an Aperol Spritz, you might have noticed it in the footage. Well, I have been pricing them up. Now, last night we went to a hostel just around the corner, which could be a good option if you're on a budget. They do dorm rooms, I think, from 20 euros when it's in the quieter seasons. Anyway, I had an Aperol Spritz there. It was €7.50, which I thought was pretty good going. The cheapest Aperol Spritz I found that's not in the happy hour is actually here at the hotel for €7. But this evening it's time for a Negroni, and I found the perfect book to read. Good morning, it's the next day and it's the last day here. It's another beautiful day, it's very hot, and we're starting today at the Vatican City. So we're now on the other side of the walls and inside the Vatican City. Look at the size of these columns. They're absolutely huge. Oh wow. Look at this. So here we have St. Peter's Basilica in front of us. This is absolutely epic, the scale of this. The size of the piazza as well, with the columns going all the way around either side. Look at this. Incredible. You may remember this dome was the one that we spotted through the keyhole up on the hill. It's so cool to be able to see it a little bit closer. Look at all of these seats out here when they have a mass. Just popped into the Vatican post office to buy a postcard and some stamps. So the stamps are on, and this is ready to post. Let me know in the comments, if you go away, do you still send postcards? So this is another area with lots of busy queues. It's definitely somewhere that if you want to go inside anywhere, you should definitely plan in advance and try and buy your tickets ahead of time. Just deciding on a fridge magnet for the bargain price of €1. Quite like something with the Coliseum on. I'm quite tempted by this one. Just heading over the river now, across the bridge, and heading back into Rome, into the city, for a final look around before going back to the hotel to get the bags to go to the airport. Lots of things being sold, dupe bags and that sort of thing. We have a photo shoot going on here for Miss Italia. So good luck to one of you. He's going to become Miss Italia, I imagine, very soon. And they're posing in front of this beautiful fountain. So we're now in Piazza Navona, which is absolutely gorgeous. Loads of places to eat here. I imagine they're probably quite pricey, judging by the location. But how fab is this? Trip to Rome wouldn't be complete without gelato, of one of my favourites, pistachio. Here we are at the Pantheon. Look at this brickwork. Can you see the detail? My goodness, another huge building. Wow, it looks so old. let's go and take a look inside. Look at this dome, and in the middle it is open, so if it rains or snows it comes down into here. As you can see, it's very busy. It's free to come in here, and the queue does move quickly, so don't be put off if you see the queue outside. It's definitely worth coming in here for a look. You can see some holes in the floor, in the marble, for the water to drain through if it rains in here. It's starting to get very dark overhead. I think we're about to have a storm here in Rome. Look at this. The wind's picking up. So here we are back at the Trevi Fountain for a final look. People here seem very excited. I think it's about to rain, so a few brollies are going up. And here it is in all its glory. And this is the view of the other side of the fountain, with everybody taking their photographs and admiring this amazing fountain. And I heard that if you want to throw a coin into the fountain, it's good luck to do it using your right hand, and you throw the coin over your left shoulder with your back to the fountain. So here goes. It's just time for a bite to eat and a drink before the flight home, so I think I'm going to say ciao for now, but I hope you enjoyed this trip around Rome with me. If you did, do give the video a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're new here, to click subscribe for brand new videos every single week. I haven't got any other travel plans in my diary just yet, but as you know, I do love to get away, and I will always try to share my adventures with you. So I hope you enjoyed this travel vlog, and let me know in the comments down below if you've been to Rome before, or if you would consider going in the future having watched this. And let me know what your favourite part of the video was. I feel like I've just scratched the surface of Rome, but even in 3 days there was so much that I was able to see and take in. So I definitely recommend taking your time here if you do come to Rome, and also planning as much as you can in advance, because it can get quite busy, quite crowded, and quite hot in the summer months. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.